People are practicing downstairs.
Their home dentistry.
Oh my god.
Home dentistry
David
course
David does
downstairs.
home dentistry now. That's his new
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
His new thing is home
So
dentistry.
that's what they're all doing downstairs. That's what all the noise is about. And Adam's disappeared into the darkness, and we're live, by the way, Adam. So you
He
can
doesn't
turn
care.
your light
I don't
on.
know.
Oh, he doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
Oh, are
And
we?
this, we
Hello,
haven't
guys.
started.
How
I
are you
haven't started
doing?
the show. We haven't really technically started the show. This is the warm up to the show, and then on the cigar show, they're all like, "Oh, after the show ends, keep it running," because everybody wants to hear what we say after the show. And I'm like, "No, you really don't." So we always start the shows like this, a little bit like a teaser before we actually hit the intro clip. So today we're going to speak about whatever Adam wants to speak about, which is whatever comes to mind. That's what he told us. So
Yeah.
that's what we're doing.
So I
That's
will
our show today.
speak about vibrators
Good. And before that, let's do this.
for men.
This is 2OF Entertainment.
All right, we are back. Vibrators for men. Really, that's interesting. Let's talk about that.
For straight men, right?
Oh, well, that's even weirder.
So this is for you, and this is for you.
Okay.
No, because we don't want to make any advertisement.
So,
No,
God, it's too
those
funny.
are because I switched again to electronic cigarettes. I tried to quit the normal ones
Gotcha.
because I got sick. That's why I look like shit. I went to Athens and I got sick. I thought that I got COVID because I never got COVID. Actually, I don't want to.
You got COVIDs because you were in Athens.
No, I didn't get COVID. I made the test, but I didn't. It was just
You just
it was
got
from the
too much drinking.
cigarettes, to be honest.
Uh,
Drinking and cigarettes, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's what
And not
happens.
cigars, just cigarettes. And one
See, if you
night,
smoke cigars, you don't get sick. Because that's a
yeah,
man.
because
that's a
how
man
many
thing.
cigars you can smoke?
In
But
a day?
cigarettes you can smoke a lot. Yeah.
You can smoke
How
a lot
many
of cigars in a day. You talk to Rizza and Uzza and me. We literally, between the three of us in a day, could have 30 cigars.
Yeah, but you don't swallow to the lungs, do you?
Well, that's a girl's job. But
To the lungs?
to the swallow,
To
yeah,
the
it's their job to
stomach,
swallow.
to the
Yeah.
lungs.
Oh, yeah, no, cigars you just put in your
Well,
mouth. and
come
you
on,
smoke and
girls.
they go
This is
out.
for you, so don't talk.
Okay, yeah, well, that would be that'd be great.
That would change everything.
That is a wish come true. You know, for Hanukkah, that's what I wish this year, that none of them would talk. But I don't think I'm going to get it. So, oh no, but yeah, I mean, cigars you don't inhale the smoke, you
Inhale, yeah.
you flavor the smoke and then you blow it out. Not like a cigarette where you put it in your lungs and you make smoke things through your nose. It's a whole thing.
So you don't
Cigars-
take any drugs from it.
No, cigars.
So why
are
do you
just
do
pure-
it? Why do you
Because
do
it's relaxing. It's old world, old school.
Well, if you want to relax, just open like a grass or something.
No, I've never done a drug in my life. The only
Never?
drug I do is
What? You mean alcohol is a drug?
no, it's not. Alcohol.
Nicotine.
Excuse
Of
me.
course, it's a drug,
Excuse
but
me.
it's a legal one.
Scotch is not a drug. It is a food group. So let's get
Yeah.
that straight. And just like cigar, because of the nicotine, there is a
Marijuana is not a drug, also.
That's which isn't it? Marijuana. It's like, listen. Here's what's really funny. At the end of the day, I've never been. I have had friends who have smoked pot their whole lives, and it does nothing for me. We did a deal many years ago, 2016, I think it was, with a cannabis company in Oregon. And I remember going to the lab, and this lab you would think you were in Intel. This was a 10,000, 30,000 square foot building. The guys that were doing the cannabis and the THC and whatever, making the edible, were all like graduates of MIT with PhDs in molecular biology. And it was fascinating to hear you can make different strands. I mean, I learned a whole bunch. but it's not my thing. I'm just a cigar and scotch guy. I'm just very old school that
It's
way. But I
okay.
know a lot of people
Nobody
do
is
it.
pushing you towards drugs.
No, I'm not. I could never, like,
Just if you like.
cocaine never interested me, because with this nose, I could go
But
back.
Mr. Anagram, you see, he's not even talking because he's in Holland. He's always on drugs. It's not,
Yeah, well, it
you know.
used to be a big, he'll tell you. He used to, I think if I'm not mistaken, David, you can click in whenever you want. We just didn't want to hear your dentist.
Okay. Yeah.
When you were younger?
I've zoned out because of that dentistry downstairs.
Yeah. Didn't you smoke pot at one point?
Well, if you take a point between 16 and 60, yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. So
And
David,
any one of the points between, yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So I smoke probably, a couple of joints a day, maybe 2 or 3 joints a day, something like that.
That's a lot.
But in Holland, in Netherlands,
Everywhere I went.
everywhere, airport, toilet, in the mall.
No, I don't mean everywhere, but it's like
Everywhere I go, everywhere I lived.
Every country, the UK, I smoked in Greece.
But in UK, it's still illegal, no?
Yeah, it's illegal in Holland as well.
Really?
It's never been legalized here. It's been decriminalized, but it's still illegal.
Okay, so which country is
So you have to work that out.
legalized? Canada?
Portugal, I think, is the only one. They've
Or
legalized
Czech
everything.
Republic. In Czech
I thought the
Republic,
UK. I thought the UK legalized it, and in Germany they legalized it.
Oh, no.
in Germany, they're thinking about it,
Okay.
or something like that. Oh no,
No,
they kind of, they kind of decriminalized also, I think.
Yeah, they've decriminalized it, but you can only purchase it you have to be a member of a cannabis club.
Okay, so
And then you could, once you're technically a member of the club, you can purchase cannabis from that. But we can grow up to 5 plants here in your garden for personal use. Other than 5, that's considered to be
Five plants.
that you're in business. Yeah.
Not per year. It's just you have to have 5 plants. But if there are big plants,
Well, only
like
the
a
female
forest, big
plants.
forest of 5 plants.
Yeah, it's fine.
Trees.
If you trim them properly, they'll grow nice and strong and get nice big buds on them. And then you dry them out slowly, and then you do whatever you want to do with them. Make hash brownies, or make tea, anything like.
tea.
Or
I
make
didn't know you could make
cakes.
tea with cannabis. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Look what I'm learning today on the show that
You
I'm
can
never going
drink
to
it
use.
because not everybody likes smoking.
Yeah.
I'd really stopped because the smoking was getting too much for me.
Yeah.
So,
So
But
now
now there are some
Is that it?
devices. I had one,
No.
like pipes,
No.
that you actually don't use fire, but it's warming it somehow, and you can only use grass there, not cigarettes.
So
when I smoke, I mixed it with normal tobacco.
no, I never did that. I smoked cigarettes as well. I think up till I was about 23, something like that. And then I stopped because I came home one night from a party, and we'd been smoking all night, and I just didn't have a voice or anything. I felt like crap.
Yeah, that's what happened to me in Athens, but not
smoked
because of...
what they call eye-tail spliffs, so it would just be pure weed.
Mm.
And just enough for myself, just a little one skinner, and then that would be like Steve's cigar moment. That would be, on the balcony somewhere pleasant, just sit and smoke, and reflect. Just contemplate my navel, as they say.
Yeah, cigars are easy. You can order them online. You can go to a tobacconist or a chemist and get cigars, smoke with your mates.
Cigars are just a show off. You don't inhale nicotine. You don't just you have.
I mean, the nicotine still comes into
your blood. I tell you,
it's like it still comes into your blood. The nicotine still comes into your blood, but it's not like you're not inhaling the smoke. And it's just pure tobacco, where cigarettes are just chemicals and stuff that's chopped up. A tobacco leaf is just a dried leaf that's rolled. Yeah. So
I was talking
a little healthier.
I was talking to a lady last night. She was saying, I can give up smoking. And because I have all these sore throats and everything. It's all tobacco. I said, it's not the tobacco. It's the crap they put in, the saltpeter and everything they put in to keep the thing burning. Because that's the thing about if you smoke a joint, it'll go out. and that's why people. I don't know why people put tobacco in a joint. I mean, why would you want to do that? You know, maybe because, I mean, when I started smoking, it was mostly hash anyway, so we'd put that in a pipe and smoke that. But yeah, people like to have a prolonged thing. But I mean, if you just have a joint, it'll go out. The weed will go out. It doesn't burn through.
No, wow. I didn't know that. This is very cool. So this whole show is going to be on cannabis today. That'll be cool.
No,
We'll get a
we're going to
homeless
talk
man.
about other things. Actually,
I
that's
know.
enough about those. It's
Yeah,
we're
that's
not
okay.
promoting any drugs or anything,
That's right.
guys. Don't do
And
drugs.
right. Don't. So kids, if you're watching, don't do
No,
drugs.
don't do drugs.
Don't
you
do
can
that's
do better
terrible.
things than drugs.
Do
Do
right.
sex maybe, or
With you could pay
play
for
a
that.
game,
That's
or
better. Yeah,
I don't know.
you could play the game.
Learn a skill.
Yeah.
Whatever you
Became
do,
AI
whatever you do,
artists.
whatever you do, you know, do it in a safe environment and do it with good people.
That's right.
That's the thing. You know,
Yeah.
because all these stories here about, you know, like all this skunk, and it's so you get it's an hallucinogen.
Oh, when they do the ayahuasca.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course,
Yeah,
because
those
traditionally the shamans would use.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
how they saw the future. The ayahuasca.
yeah, I mean, like we always have, you know, the Hollywood movies. Oh, they're going to go smoke the peace pipe. What do you think was in that? You know,
Dead settlers.
yeah, dead settlers. Yeah, yeah, dead settlers' toenails is what it was.
There you go. The pilgrims were in.
So let's talk now about hard drugs. Did you hear about the banana tape artwork, which is called Comedian?
Yeah, $6 million.
Did you hear how? Yeah, more than 6 million. They were expecting 1.5.
And the guy's going to eat it, he said, because he's whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, this is the problem when you didn't really make your money. He made it in crypto. So it's like he didn't really work for it. He just got lucky. This is what happens when stupid people get lucky. They buy a banana for $6 million.
You think that he made something stupid?
No, he made
we
money.
think, you know, I see all the X and everything that you're making fun of it and etc. etc. People, you just don't know what's going on behind it. First of all, art right now is the best way to launder money, you know?
Yeah.
No, I got that.
And it was bought in crypto because he's got a company on crypto, I think.
Yeah.
The thing is, of course, that it wasn't the banana wasn't worth $6 million. It was the
certificate.
Gaffer tape. No, it was the gaffer tape. It was, you know, what do they call it? I don't know what they call it in the US, but you know, the grey tape. That's
duct tape.
To the wall. The duct tape
is made from the duct tape is made from diamonds.
Yeah, that's what was worth $6 million. So
and you know, when it came out first time, it had 3 editions because I was following it because this is an artwork from a guy called Mauricio Catalan.
Sure, it's easy for you to say.
He's a blue chip artist. That means that it's an expensive artist, very famous artist. And if he's an absurdist, he's doing crazy stuff in general.
Right.
But he's got really great works. And there was a time in 2015, I think, when some artists were called from New York Times magazine, and we were to participate in a theme. It was like global, something about global catastrophe, what's coming, the future, or something like that. And there were 4 artworks chosen, and one of them it was me and Catalan.
Oh wow!
So that was the closer I got to him. We were together in the edition when the New York Times magazine changed its design and everything. So we were there. And but I knew him even before. He's very famous. So in fact, you know, being famous and popularity is a coin now. You can get money from it. Now look what else you can do also when you have a plan, because those things, you know, they're not by luck. You don't give $6 million like that for a tape and banana, you know.
Right.
And by the way, the first 3 editions, they were sold for $150,000. The 3
banana edition. There were other editions.
There were 3 editions.
Just so we know, I just went to the supermarket on Saturday and I bought a hand of bananas, and I've duct taped them all over my house. And
but your name is not Mauricio Catalan, and we're not working with Gallery Perotin, which is one of the most famous.
Okay, so basically, what you're saying
in general, you know. well, you have money to laundry, or you have, or something else. I'll tell you something else. When you know that you are going to buy an artwork for 6 million, that immediately makes all the artworks of the artist going up. So if you have other artworks from him, for example, then you are making those artworks to go higher.
Okay.
Anyway, because of this artwork, it happens all the time.
Right.
So if this guy has got already 10 artworks from this artist and buys the banana tape, which is really good, because you know why? Because it goes viral. It went viral at that time, and it's going viral right now. And people, the most people, if this is art or not art, while people are talking if this is art or not art, some people are making money, just making money, a lot of money from it. And you think that, oh, he pays 6 million. He could earn double from this. It depends on how you play it,
Let me ask you this question, though, because you said something earlier. So when you say launder money, so are we saying that a lot of artwork now is bought and sold for laundering of money?
A lot of money is happening. And also, if you buy artworks, many countries have got tax policy that reduces your taxes. If you offer, for example, an artwork somewhere, or if I offer to charity an artwork, I have tax.
Right. Yeah, we do that here. But I mean, you can also donate it to a museum, so to speak, and it gives you a write-off for the price of the art.
Yeah. There are a lot of laws. It depends on the country. I don't know. But when crypto is involved also, and you see something strange, then be suspicious.
So
that's my look. I don't know anything. It's my point of view. I'm not accusing anybody. I'm just saying.
Well, let's just accuse him for fun and see what happens.
Yeah, but even if it's not true, what I'm saying, anything. Look, he might sell this artwork in 3 years. That's what they do. In
he can't sell
3
the banana
years
anymore. It's
for
done.
10.
He can't.
Well,
he ate it.
he has it's the certificate.
It doesn't matter. He still ate it. The guy ate the banana.
Well, it's not the first time that it was eaten. There was one time this artwork was shown somewhere in an exhibition.
Yeah.
And a student came, I think Korea student, something like that, an Asian one. And he came, he took the banana, but nobody accused it because,
That was Art Basel in Miami a few years ago. The guy had a banana on the wall, and the guy ate it. The guy's like, you ate $150,000 piece of art, and you're like, it's a banana.
No, that's the thing. Each time that something happens with this artwork, it goes viral.
So basically, it's all a scam. It's a scam. I got it.
No,
because it's not like a real piece of
art. Is it popular? Are people talking about it? Are we talking about it? Yes, it's popular.
Adam,
then
will you die for a year? Because I've got a piece of your art on the wall, and I mean that's going to go through the roof. If you're dead for a year,
to go up. It doesn't work this way anymore.
I mean, it's like Douglas Adams said, like take a year off for tax reasons. A year off dead for tax reasons. So if you do that, then my art will go up. So sorry for
when I die, I'll die for good. So.
Okay.
And you're not gonna be rich because of me dead. You want me alive to be, because I haven't got into that point where to be considered a blue chip or something like that.
We consider you a blue chip. Look, I have you behind.
I'm all the colors. I'm rainbow chip.
This is blue, so you're a blue chip.
Yeah.
It's right there. So there you go.
Well, look, for all the people who are just as stupid as I am, what do you actually mean by blue chip artist?
The artists that are very expensive, that they sell for very high prices. That very popular artists.
And do they call themselves
high demand?
That? Do they call themselves that, or do they call themselves a blue chip artist?
No. The market calls them.
The market calls them that. Yeah. Or certain galleries in particular, or.
Well, there are certain galleries which work only with blue chips. That means that only with expensive artists. And I don't know them because I haven't. But I know because I've seen a documentary about it, and there are galleries which don't have prices, but they know the clients, how high they could go, what's their net worth or something like that. So one comes and he asks, okay, I like this. How much? Oh, it's 300,000. Okay. Another one comes billionaire for you. 1.5 million for you. Happens something like that.
I've been to the galleries with no price tags.
What I want to tell to the people who are interested in art and are saying, "Oh, where are we go?" Because I've seen a lot of posts and they are showing, pictures of David. The David of Renaissance.
There he is, right there. David's right there.
The older David, the big one.
David. Okay.
Michelangelo David.
Okay.
And they say, and then they show, 16th century and some other, and now 2024 banana, and what happened? And I say to them, look, not every artwork at that time was David by Michelangelo. It was only one Michelangelo, and not every artwork is banana duck with a tape. There are a lot of, we are in a time where there is more artworks that ever created. And at the moment that we're living, there are more artists than ever have been, and more art.
Digital.
Digital and everything. Now everybody can be. You go and make an eye, and you're officially an artist. You create an artwork.
I think what we'll have to do, Stephen, is we'll have to ask Rusty to paint us with bananas, and then we've covered all the bases.
That could be good.
Because you and I are a metamorphosis of the creation of David / the creation of Stephen.
Right.
That world famous painting which is behind you.
The creation of Stephen by David.
Yeah, and the infamous sweatshirt, famous throughout Texas. And so we'll have to ask Rusty to get us with some duct tape and
banana
and a banana, and then we'll cover all the bases will be covered then.
There you go.
Or we just call ourselves the blue chips. They're done with it.
Blue chips. There you go.
Green blue.
Yeah. So it's really interesting. I've been collecting art since I was a kid,
but not for making profit.
No, and I have stuff that I've made profit from, but I collect.
Good. And
a friend of our family's, when I was a kid, said to me, "You should only collect what you like." He said, because if it doesn't go up, then like all these people are buying art.
You're gonna stick with.
But I have masterpieces, so to speak, that I bought, and I'm like, I like them, and it's like I don't want to part. I like them for what they are. So I'm very comfortable with my art collection because I buy things that I like, and I think that's important. And I think that's the most important thing. I'm not buying it as an investment. I'm buying it to enjoy. So when I look at it, I go, I'm not going, I spent $100,000 and now it's worth $300,000. I'm like, yeah, I like it. I bought it because I liked it. I didn't buy it for it to go up. I don't care. So I think
every collector is saying this anyway.
But I actually
the one who bought this, it's a conceptual art. To be honest, look, because I've talked about this art and they are making fun of it, and I say, look, the artist is great. He's really great absurdist. Absurdism is not something new. It has been 100 years ago, and but this one, it actually shows the absurdity of the art market. Art market now has nothing to do with art world, in a way. That means that the good artworks. What does it mean, a good artwork? And there is only one now sign to tell if it's expensive,
right?
Or if it's popular by people, those two.
But here's something interesting. About 20 years ago, there's an artist at Art Basel, once again in Miami, who defecated in a can, and they sealed the can, and he sold that as a piece of art. Someone bought it, I think, for a couple $100,000.
What was in the can?
Poop. He pooped.
Yeah, that was 60s, I think.
No, that was in the 90s. The guy did it, and he did it for Art Basel.
I think it was maybe it was the same artwork that was.
Maybe they resold it because how much it's like poop is poop.
It's 61.
But I think there was another guy who did it again in the 90s or in the 2000s.
Maybe I don't know, but it's called Artist Shit.
Yeah,
Italian 161, Piero Manzoni, and it's a Merda d'Artista, and he made 70 of those, 90.
Wow, he had a lot of poop.
And look, in 16, this one sold for 275,000 euros.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
So there are 90 of those.
Well, is it Is that crazy? I mean, really. I mean, some of the things that Adam was saying about
No, I
it's
will
not
tell you what
art,
is
it's not
crazy,
art.
and it's.
I mean, it's
I will
slightly
tell you what is
elitist.
crazy. I read it 2 days ago or something like that. Many people now we're going to our favorite talk a little politics and Trump.
Yay.
I read that a lot of people follow Trump because he's conservative and about the family values and stuff like that.
Sure.
I think he appointed a minister of economics, a guy who is gay, who is married to a man. Normally, they've been married, and they have adopted a child.
Are you talking about the Treasury, the guy who's in charge?
Yeah, in Treasury. Well, for me, this was crazy. I don't know. He's becoming more woke than.
I was gonna say, if that's the case, then he's going to be very woke.
For me, I found that crazy because I think Trump is trolling everybody. That's what he's doing.
All right. First of all, the guy that he did for Treasury, his guy is named Scott Bassett to the Treasury role. I don't know if Scott. You're saying so? Scott's gay. Let's look and see if Scott's gay. Let's see who Scott's married to. I didn't know that. I didn't realize. Scott Bassett. Scott Bassett husband. I guess he is gay. There you go. Scott Bassett
he's married, and they have adopted a child.
I see that.
In Greece,
I'm looking at the story right now. John, who is his husband, is John Freeman. And they adopted a child, and that's all it says. Very cool. Well, congratulations to Donnie for actually getting up with the 22nd century. But Don, I give Donnie credit here. He's not a woke guy. He's like I am. He's an old school guy. You bring the best people in. So I give him credit.
I don't know. Most of the people that I know that follow and like Trump here in Greece, they are totally against not adopting for gay couples, adopting children, but not marriage. I don't want to even know what they're doing or everything. I mean, I'm this kind of level on this thing. So,
which is crazy, really, because
it's crazy.
Wait.
Because
they're married, so who
Greeks.
cares? And the Greeks started it all.
Yeah, they made an art form out of it. So
they made not only an art form, but if you couldn't to go to the Olympics, you had to be a man, and they would do the Olympics naked when it all started back in the day.
Hey guys, did I tell you about my DNA results or not yet?
No, we haven't gotten there yet. We're going to talk about
we
DNA
will talk
now.
about it because David's saying about Greeks. Well, I'm supposed to be Greek and Polish. Well, Greece is very low in my DNA test, and Polish is almost not even showing there.
He's an American. Watch, he's an American.
Look, no, I'm not American. I'm European, 100%. And the results were like 75% Balkan.
Okay.
But the highest percentage is Bulgaria.
Wow.
Yeah, Bulgarian.
So
and the medium is Serbian and Croatia.
That explains a lot.
And low is Greece in this region. 20% Baltic states. It's because of Lithuania. I had a grandfather which I never met. He was from Lithuania. He was a Soviet Union soldier at the time. He was going to Berlin, and he stayed in the places where I was born. I was born in all German places. It was given to Poland after the war.
Sure.
And all the people that were living, the Polish guys, they came actually from Ukraine.
Okay.
Ukraine. When so they moved from there. They moved to the west. There in the ex-German. And I got also, this is crazy, I didn't know about that, because the other, I could kind of think. I have 5% Celt, Irish, Scottish, and Wales.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know where from, but there was a guy, but 5% might be even more than one guy.
I mean, somebody was a traveling salesman in the family there. I see that. That's nice.
I think it's more connected to the Baltic states than in Balkans.
Sea trade, yeah.
Something like that.
Because the Celts did. They traded a lot with the Vikings, and they traveled up and down.
Exactly.
So
it created. Look, I had 2 countries. Now I have 5.
Congratulations.
I'm European, 100%.
If there's a war, you won't know who to side with.
I'm with peace, actually.
Okay.
But
Well,
okay.
just so you know, my cousin did a
Well,
DNA test, and we found out that in the family tree, he was in the fruit section. So we were very excited for him. So yeah, so that was it. Yeah, that's but I'm here till Thursday. He's gay. Never mind. Go ahead. So yeah, I know. That's
Yeah,
listen, he went to London and found out Big Ben was a clock. He was very upset. Anyway,
yeah.
you know, but
All the two famous Scotsmen, Ben Dover and Phil McCavity, those ones.
there you go. So there you have it. That's very cool, Adam. So you're like a Heinz 57. You're like
Yeah,
a little
it's
bit
just
all over.
he's an East European mongrel.
yeah, but I was, I was thinking I'm Slav from the north, but actually I'm
Yeah.
Slav from the south. That's the
It is
crazy
a-
stuff. It doesn't change anything in you. I am 100% Polish,
It does for me.
100% Greek.
Yeah.
That's
changes
my
it for me.
cultural, background. But it makes stories. It's what I always say. It makes stories in your head because you start to think about your ancestors, right? And you think, about
They're
those
dead.
guys who were living there in Bulgaria, in the Thrace, because we're coming from the Thrace. And Thrace, in general, Balkans, because of the Turkish also 400 years of occupation, the Ottomans,
Right.
they're kind of very mixed stuff there all over. There are in the same villages there are Greeks, Turks, Bulgarians, the North Macedonians, Slavs are also, and Albanians. And there were so many wars here, and there are still people. If you go to Facebook and you look at some nationalists there, they are like, against each other all the time. And I don't know why people like, we have better army, we are gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and what for?
And of course, and
play a game better.
running through all of that right through to Afghanistan, of course, was good old Alexander the Great, who took his army and seeded his way through.
You see, a guy who died at the age of 34.
Alexander the Great was actually bisexual, so I don't know how much seeding he
No.
really did.
No, I said
Alexander?
his army.
Alexander was
army.
homosexual normally.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but the book I read about was saying that he would sleep with women, but he preferred men.
Yeah. But
Well,
my statement was that his army had
gay.
seeded its way.
Oh, okay.
Through.
What about Genghis Khan and Attila the Hun? They seeded everything. What are you kidding?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
so that's probably why we're all a bit of everything.
We should get a DNA test done to see what we are. I'm afraid I'll just come back lizard person and alien. So I don't want to.
You just do it. It's crazy interesting. I mean, because then I did it.
Once you've done it, of course, you can all your data will be sold to some insurance company somewhere. So don't worry about it.
Well, they say, and they say it in the contract and everything that they're not going to do that. But you can ask to make them a kind of medical test for you also, but you have to pay more.
Yeah.
But what they do also is that they kind of show you also other people who have made tests and they are close to you, related somehow, and they say how long is the DNA. Because they measure it somehow with how long it is and something like that. And I have a cousin, a second cousin, who did also the test. And I found him, of course, but he wasn't the first. There were like 3 people closer to me, which I didn't know. And they had done the test. I didn't know them.
I look at it this way. If I haven't met you and I've been around this long and you're related to me, then I'm probably not meeting you. We're good. Like
we are all related. We are all brothers, Steven.
Well, yeah, but if you want to go back to the beginning,
from the same,
right? If you go back,
we came from the same animal, from the same cell. Actually, we have all come from the same cell.
We came from whatever little green guy does this as a science experiment,
or from the Big Bang. I mean, we're brothers with any kind of alliance or anything.
There's no Big Bang. Oh my God, please.
No. Somebody must have had a good bang to start it all off.
Well, there you go. Well, if you believe in the universal theory now, which they say the universe just keeps rotating and basically this just keeps happening and happening and happening. So the Big Bang can't be, because you can't be nothing.
But that doesn't exclude Big Bang. It can be Big Bang and again and Big Bang and again, and it doesn't.
I have a problem.
Penrose is saying Penrose has been awarded with a Nobel Prize.
Yeah, I have a problem.
British scientist. He's a very nice guy.
And my whole thing, I keep saying this. I know people think I'm an idiot, but I do read a lot, and I do talk to people with like really high
Well,
IQs in the
you can
science.
be a well-read idiot, Stephen. It's
That's
not,
true. Well, and I read those Archie comics religiously, but
yeah.
it's just we weren't there, and every day they find something new in the cosmos that
Yeah, string
disproves
theory.
something
Read
else.
that this morning. That proves
Yeah,
that
no,
now.
Yeah,
yeah,
because we
something
will
new.
never find the truth, not with this kind of mind.
no, I think we will, but
are
I think when
still
you die, you
apes.
find the truth. I think when
Yeah.
you
Well,
when your
we
energy
found the
is,
truth on this show, which is
yeah.
that if you
Oh,
have
we
to
know
be
the
complete,
truth. We will reveal it. We do reveal it
yeah,
slowly, step by
Yeah.
step. So if people want to really know the truth, they have to connect the dots that we are saying. This in each episode,
We give you the
we are
truth.
saying something that is really, really true,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
really hard to say because actually, according to Kant, we have no access to truth.
That's
But
true.
according to Schopenhauer, we have only one chance, and it's yourself. If you dive into yourself.
Yeah, I agree with
But
that.
it's very hard. Sometimes the harder thing is to see, something that is right.
Right in front of your face. Yeah.
Yeah, which
This is the truth.
which these days is of course is a banana and some gaffer tape. So I mean,
Duct
Yeah,
tape,
it's
David, duct tape.
yeah.
you know something. If it were not about the 6 million or the price, we'll not be talking about it. We talk about it because it's about money.
Yeah,
We
because
Well, we're
it's
talking
only
about
$5. Nobody
we're
would care.
in a
But 6 million
material
people are like,
society.
what the hell?
But okay, so look, because you said something which I thought sounded like art still slightly elitist, that you can't do this and you can't do that because it's not art. So here's a question: can I go now with my duct tape to my supermarket and pick up all the bananas and stick them on the wall? Is that art? Is that vandalism?
It's
Are
if
you
you call
buying
it
them
art,
first,
it's
or are you
art.
just doing it?
No, I'm just doing it. Well, I haven't
Oh,
bought
that's
somebody else.
vandalism. That's vandalism. That's,
Right.
if you buy them and do it, then
No,
art.
it's not. Well,
Yes,
I
it
mean,
is.
what Banksy is doing is vandalism because he's going somewhere and he's painting, with the
It is
stencils and stuff.
graffiti.
Those
It's just very
people,
This
pretty
is
graffiti.
vandalism.
those people love when he does that, because one guy, I read an article once that said he was like, his little store was like worth nothing, and the minute Banksy painted on the side of his wall, people were offering millions of dollars to take the wall down,
Yeah.
so they could own a piece of Banksy. And he finally sold it for like 10 million pounds or something, and he goes, that's more than like, so yeah,
That
so
was more than his
this,
house was worth.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's vandalism, and then there's like, you just increase the
If you
value
call
of
it
my
if you call
property.
it art and you have a theory behind it, a story, a narrative about it, it's art.
Yeah.
Now,
like
is it
Banksy's
good
art.
art? That's why we have academies of fine art. We don't say
Oh,
Academy of
please.
Art. No, it's
Oh,
fine
yeah, but
art. So
that's
what's the
just
fine in the thing?
That's
yeah,
pretentious.
that's just a club of people stuck with their head stuck up their
No,
own
it's not
arses.
pretentious because look, sometimes when I'm talking with people and say what is art, it's not art and stuff.
Yeah.
It's
No,
been done. This
that's
talking is.
elitist. That's elitist. What's art and what's not? I'm quite shocked, really, that you even question what could be art.
But there is no definition of art. We have to start. Why I am always asking, or not always, but many times when you heard a topic, what's the definition of something? Because the definitions it defines something. So sometimes we're talking about God, and atheists are saying, "Give me a proof of God." Well, I don't have to give you any proof of God because you are living into it. You're living in divine thing that was created by God, whatever God is, God is, and you are a divine. I mean, did you create yourself or did you come from nothing?
I created myself, actually.
Yeah. Well, I was a twinkle. I was a twinkle in my father's
You're already
eye,
an artist. You say, I am the artist and an artwork at the same time. I created myself. But this is what also the Asian, for example, the Asian religion is saying that Brahman was created himself from. So only God can make, can do it. I mean, but the God thing is.
Let's roll back. How do we get from art to God? Because I say with you.
Well, God is an artist, isn't he?
If I say it's art, how many elitist organizations do I need, and how many blue chips do I have to, own to? If I say this is art, that it becomes art. At what point, is that a collective decision? Is that everybody being very? Oh yeah, it must be because he said so. The FOMO.
Look, okay, I'll
is
tell you my opinion.
Is art just a product of FOMO, really?
Yeah, too. When it comes to money,
Hmm?
When there were NFT and there was rising up,
Right.
there was a lot of FOMO not to lose the money, and of course some didn't because they knew that it wouldn't last forever. It lasted for 1 year or something like that. But
Right.
it is on the same base like everything now. It's based on the show off, on fakeness, on something that I call that it is good. We need the definitions, guys. I mean, you like this artwork, it's okay. Whatever kind of shit, if it's artist poop, and it happened in 1960s. So it's not crazy anymore to have a banana with a type when somebody did 90 cans of artist shit.
Yeah.
I mean, and those things are happening for 100 years.
I
There's
like
nothing
something I
new,
can look
actually.
at and enjoy. I think
But
shit in a
it's
can is
about
not art.
how viral it becomes, how popular. Because if you're popular, why all those guys and the young guys, they want to become popular on TikTok? Because you
Get
can
laid.
earn money easily
Oh,
with
okay.
that. When you become famous somehow with whatever
Right.
shit you do. For example, I didn't know because I don't watch too much of YouTube, or I watch specific things. There's this guy, Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
You heard about it? He's got
Everybody's heard
millions
about
and
him.
millions, and he's
He
doing
has
some
110. He
crazy
has 100.
stuff.
He has 110 million something followers. He's the
Yeah,
largest person
that's
on YouTube.
large.
Yeah, but he's also been doing it since he's 13 years old, which is like 15 years ago when YouTube just started. He started, so he's been doing it since YouTube day one, and he was 13.
Yeah.
So
So
there's a lot to be
he
said.
was already on the wave when it started. Which makes
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
difference.
also people, the guy he's also a 3D artist. Like I met him before he became very famous. He started the thing that it was called everyday art when I was opposed to this at that
Yeah.
moment, because I said, look, if I'm going to push myself just to do an artwork on a specific day and every
Mhm.
time for any reason to become better and everything, yeah, okay. But I mean, I don't think this way. I'm not. It's not about getting better or something like. Okay, if you at least not now.
Right.
Look, now with the AI, the skills are gone. Also, it's not art is a living organism. It's like society. Society now is not the society in the 60s. We have talked about it in our previous shows. It has changed. That means that also the view on the art, which is the expression, is the let's call it kind of representation of what's going on in the society. That's art. So when you study history of art, you learn about the communities and the societies of the time, what was going on. Not only wars and stuff, like there were other things going on also in their everyday lives, or
So
what
Adam,
they were thinking.
Was it okay to defecate into a can in the 1960s? Because was that the time for it? If we all went and did it today,
Still be
would
art.
that?
If Justin Bieber pooped in a can,
it's a
somebody
child.
would buy it.
It was a child of its time. Like there were crazy things. Look, in the 1910 or something like that, a guy from Russia, Malevich, he came and he presented a black rectangle in a white space, like paper or something. It says, this artwork. But in the 1910s, that was really crazy. That was really in the future, like creating the future and showing that look, a rectangle, a simple rectangle can become an artwork. For me, this is more revolutionary than all those conceptual kind of arts.
Was there a French guy as well who had the urinal? Didn't he present that as well? The French.
Yeah, that was what was his name?
So that was
that was also conceptual.
Yeah.
He signed it with a different different name. That what was his name? Now, very famous. Anyway, yeah, he was one of the first of absurdist and conceptual artists. It's just to show. But look, at the time that they were doing this, we were talking about In between, I think the First World War and Second World War, but everything was shit. Actually, they didn't have this kind of life that we have. They didn't know if they're going to leave next day. They didn't know if the war broke up, or after the First World War, which was the fucking war. I mean, I don't know why this war ever happened.
Because whatchamacallit, we play land grab, like David just said,
Yeah.
but that's our nature. Our nature is we want more instead of just saying, okay, we're good with our little country. So they were like, and it was Germany again, and Germany land grabbed again in World War II, and it didn't work. So
I was I found out something yesterday, talking with some guys about Ukraine and Russia and stuff like that, and everything. And there are a lot of people here in Greece that are very pro-Russian. And there are, like, one posted a supermarket in St. Petersburg and how everything, they're rich and everything is there and everything. And I say, look, since you're sending this video, it means that you haven't been to Russia, actually, because, okay, St. Petersburg, just go out 20 kilometers outside and show me a village, a Russian village. Let's. And there was something I found out at that moment. I wasn't really realized, because they are really supporting the way of living there. It's look, they're quite rich. It's not that. What's the life expectancy for a male in Russia right now?
In the war,
Can you guess?
out of the war.
Can you guess?
Or if you're a ballet dancer.
No. 60 years old. If you're not a ballet dancer,
it's 67 years old, Stephen. It's 67 years old, and they're telling us. I mean, the poor Greece has 80 years. It's 13 years difference. I mean, guys, this is huge. This is huge. They need like 50 years to come to the point to Greece.
And they have a big
we're
population.
Talking about a country which the male live median 67. So some die at 50, like our age.
Have you seen some of those Russian women now? Come on, that's why.
Well, they have it. They have to. What's it? One of the lowest birth rates in the world. Yeah, the Russians as well. That's going to be a big
Russian
issue.
too, yes. Yeah. They have also, and also they are living the country.
They got nobody else to fight.
Yeah.
So Greece is a big supporter. I just saw in the paper this morning, Romania, Russian. The guy that's running for president, big Russian right winger, is taking the lead in Romania. So we're going back to the 1930s. I don't know what people don't understand. No. Yeah.
We're not.
Fascists are coming, baby.
No, they're already here, Stephen.
Oh, okay,
they're already here,
Stephen.
Everything
is fake. The communists that they are saying they're communists, they are fake communists. Okay. Until up to what we knew, right? You can see the communists were, for most of the time, they're talking about the fights of the classes, the rich again, the poor and everything. I went to Athens, and there is, the Communist Party of Greece. They have a big building, and they have a big, sign outside, and they were saying that people can only be saved by people. I mean, the lower class. The lower class can be saved by the lower class, etc. That was always, if you go and see what they have, they're rich people. They're rich people. I was looking at the guy who has 70 houses.
Mao Zedong was the last true communist, and Deng Xiaoping was a capitalist. And if it wasn't for Deng Xiaoping, China wouldn't be where China is today. And no one argues that point.
There's a history of champagne socialism all the way across Europe.
Yeah.
Because, what did Orwell say? Some people are equal, but, some animals are equal, but other animals are more equal than others.
Yeah. So for me, it's all fake. It's the art fake now becoming, not everything. Right. I'm not just, it's what is going outside. It's a fakeness, or that is the evolution of our society right now. And the fakeness becomes reality, right? Because after some time, when you say a lie to yourself so many times that you start to believe it, right? So they say, no, the duct tape is the real high art. I mean, which I don't disagree. I mean, it's okay. The guy is worth it because he has the popularity for it, and he can do anything and shit money, right?
Right.
And I did an artwork about that. I did two artwork. I want to make a series of them, like future covers of magazines. So I did two artworks, like for Forbes and for Time. And
Nice.
in one there was the marriage between two robots, like two AIs.
Okay.
And the second one, that there was a mutation, and the guy, after the mutation, was shitting gold. And I was showing
Nice.
this.
Nice.
Yeah, but there's the absurdity of the material world we're living in, and we are living in this meaning crisis because.
Did you send the artwork to the magazines or not?
No. I just posted
Oh, you
them.
should do. You should do.
To post them on here. Let the fans see.
No. I do my artwork. I have a great time when I do it. It's like
But you sell your art too. Like, let's not like you're doing it also because you sell.
I'm selling my artwork, but look, I'm doing okay. It's not that I'm. It's okay if I had more money, and probably I will have. I don't know. I am trying to sell my works. It's not, but it's not my main priority. My main priority is to live deep. Every experience that I have, it doesn't, and I don't quite, I'm crazy for experiences, for new experience and everything. I go to Athens from time to time. I go to Poland from time to time. Some there, but I live mainly in my village. It's almost every day the same, but I love this kind of everyday. It was like the film. There was a nice film from Wim Wenders, I think. It was called Perfect Days or something like this.
Okay.
About a Japanese guy who was showing his everyday, that he's actually cleaning, the public toilets in Tokyo.
Okay.
That's the story. But if you see the story, it's a real beautiful story of a man who's living his everyday. And I think we forget about that. We live in our expectations, in our future, wanting to seeing ourselves with money, with lovers, with being popular or anything like that. And we forget to live the only thing that really exists, and this is now, if it really exists. But this
Did you see the uncut version of that movie?
No.
Where he had loads of cans and he was collecting all the poo and selling it out the back, for lots of money.
But
had 90 of them, actually. 1961.
I'll clean it. I'll sell it.
There you go.
There you go.
You didn't even get the real artist.
He's dying. Quick.
He's dying.
The artwork's going up in value.
The artwork's going up as we speak. He's back. He's alive.
Oh, he's back.
All right, he's alive. Oh, well, so much.
Yeah.
It was exciting. He was about to sell your artwork, and then you came back, and you're alive now.
Yeah,
so
we
now
thought you dead. Thought you died on us. So
there you go.
Sorry, guys.
That's all
I'm
right.
still a little sick.
Yeah. So, by the way, how's the fiance and everything? How's that? When's the wedding?
Yeah, she's fine. She's working, and but she's going to Poland again.
All right.
For the Christmas and everything, and
pagan holiday.
Yeah.
Got to celebrate the pagan holiday.
So you'll be on your own then.
I'm always with my dog.
There, you guys like me. They always have a
My
dog.
beauty, she's here and listening
Mine's
to our
under my
show.
desk.
We always have one viewer, which is there, but she's
No, two.
looking at
Got
me.
mine too. She's right under.
Yeah,
the
it's
Yeah,
weird.
mine's on
It's
her-
a little-
she's
And
a lot of
I've-
us.
My make-believe friend's always with me. He never leaves.
Well, that's the only way you get lucky. So no. You know what's really interesting? If you think about Jesus when he was born, if you believe that, that's the first time probably.
Well, he was born. He was born. I don't think
He was bored, I'm sure. But that's the first time someone probably said when he got all those gifts from the three wise men. That's the first time when he said, "Jesus Christ, look what he got." So I think that's the first time that was ever used. If you think about it, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Let's think.
I don't think it was at his time. It was created later.
I'm being a smartass. Yes, I'm aware.
Was there English language of what kind of form at the time of Jesus?
I doubt
Hebrew.
it. 10,000, 20,000 years ago, right? Or whenever. When was he supposedly born?
2,000 years ago.
Well, you
What
had
kind
the-
of form English language
You
was?
Screwed up English
At the
stuff in
It
Scotland.
wouldn't have been
and
in
London.
an English language.
Version of it. It would have been the Celtic that the Irish still speak. That would have been the form.
The English comes from this, from the.
No, the English comes primarily from Saxony, Scandinavia, and with lots of French in it as well. It's like a mixture of the three.
Saxony, Germany, yeah.
Yeah, because the Saxons came and the Vikings, and they colonized most of England.
Okay.
And the
All
Celts
right,
all
here we
got
go.
pushed into the
Here you go,
corner.
kids. The English language originated from the languages of Germanic tribes who invaded Britain in the 5th century CE.
You know what I just said?
Anglo-Saxons and Jesuits, just exactly. Anglo-Saxon and Jesuits, the tribes crossed the North Sea from that into Denmark and northern Germany. Their language is called Enlistic, I don't know, which is the original word for England and English. And in the 8th and 9th century, the Vikings conquered and colonized part of Britain, who influenced the development of Old English to lead to the lexicon borrowed to the grammatical simplification. So there you go, kids. That's where it
And
all
so,
comes from. English.
normal
But
people would have
CB
spoken
before
English
Christ or after?
after
No, this would be after because this was
AD.
CE.
After.
So
I know,
it's
Tom.
5th century. That's 5th century. So that's 1500 years ago.
So
The
5th,
Celtic one.
6th,
Go ahead.
7th century, a lot of moving was going on in Europe, because
Yeah, a lot
also
of trade.
I was
a
reading
lot of
about the
trade.
Slavs in like the Bulgarians, for example, or
Right.
Yugoslavians and stuff. Those Slavs, they came at that time also.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of movement of people. Maybe there was something going on at that time.
Yeah, it was called.
I mean,
Everyone's dying
maybe
here. Let's go somewhere
maybe
else.
climate something.
Maybe.
Maybe
No, I
climate
think
change.
just opportunity, I think, and overpopulation. And
Yeah,
so
when you go from 10 people
Overpopulation.
when you go from
Yeah.
10 to 50 people in your little village, it's like, that's it. There's too many people. Getting out of here.
Guys,
Pack your
we've
stuff,
reached
Martha.
12 people. That's already enough. We need to
Yeah.
clean some of you and throw away some of you.
Yeah.
Go to
Yeah.
England or go to Greece to
Go to there.
race.
Yeah.
Go and make some Adams there over there in the future.
It's very interesting, the history of the world, because I'm sure what
It is.
we think we know, we don't. And most of it's, I
We
think
know
they make
nothing,
up.
Stephen. We just pretend we know,
Yeah, I know. The only thing we do know is that UFOs are real, according to the United States Congress. They had a hearing last week, and
Still, we don't know.
UFO.
Have you seen
Yeah,
them?
they know they have pictures. They have aliens that they've captured.
No.
They
Stephen,
had dinners with them.
if there were really aliens here,
Yeah,
everybody would have a kind of shit of its own here,
I don't think
because
so.
where do they
I
come from? What kind of
Yeah.
technology do they have? Can they kill us all?
Yeah, well,
All this stuff.
that's that they could kill us all. Just look at their technology that they use to outmaneuver everybody. But here, let's look at it this way.
well,
In the
I've been
50s
an alien. I've been an alien for 40
in 50
years.
in
by
the
Dutch law.
50s, when the Rand report came out, it said it would cause religions would crumble, governments would crumble. You can't tell the people that UFOs and aliens are real. Okay, 1950. Now we're in 2024, 2025. Everybody's got a phone with a camera, and people capture stuff all the time, and things are leaked all the time. So the world itself knows, let's just say they know they're real. And I've said this before, and I stick with it. And at the Illuminati Lizard People party the other night, I said this as well. If an alien ship lands tomorrow or it hovers above the planet, 80% of the population is going to be like, they're going to be like this. That's great. That's nice. They're going to be in their phone. 20% is going to be like, that's
I
interesting.
think they'll be all in the toilets shitting from their fear.
I think people don't care
yeah.
anymore. I think they've seen so much of it. I think they don't care at this point. At the hearing, the guy said all they want to know, as like the people from the Defense Department and the U.S. government, other governments, all they want to know is what's their capability and what's their intention. Are they friendly? Are they watching up? Because you certainly can't out technology them. They've got, ships that go from the sea floor up into outer space in a second. They've got stuff that stops on a dime. And he said, we have nothing that can compete
That's why
with
I
them.
tell you that they would be very afraid if it was
Right.
true.
But my point, they shut down, they can launch nuclear weapons. They can shut down nuclear weapons. I have this book that's about the AFIC that talks about all this. It's very interesting. But my whole point is, we all know they're real. We all know they're out there. Yes, it'd be cool to hear where they come from, whether it's the future, whether it's a distant galaxy. I'm more interested in how do you bend time and space. I think that's cool. At the end of the day, I don't think the Rand report of the 50s and 60s carries any more weight. I think if you polled people today and said, if we told you aliens are real tomorrow, what would that mean to you? And I would venture to guess 90% of the population out of the 8 billion would be not a damn thing because they don't care. It's not the 1950s. There's not a Cold War. Now, what it may do is create peace, and which would be nice. But the other thing the report said, and I have a friend who works at an agency that doesn't exist, said the same thing. The biggest fear of the governments and the church is that if I ask you today what you are, Adam, you're going to say you're Greek and whatever. David's going to say he's whatever. I'm going to say, lizard people.
Those are
But
stories.
if I tell you now that there's other universes and galaxies and people out there, you're no longer a Greek, an American, or this. You become an Earthling, and when you become an Earthling, governments and religion can't control you. So that's the fear of why you can't tell the people. So let's just break down to what it really is.
The biggest issue that real, because I'm not sure yet. I mean, people saying something doesn't mean anything to me. Whoever he is, if it was Obama or Trump or something, just show me
Trump, I would believe.
results
He says
by scientists that have made, like you have now videos and something like. In the age of AI, it's silly to to believe anything in the internet right now.
Not
now
50
the
videos,
question that
50
arises, if they are real, like example, guys, we know that there are aliens. That means they have come from another planet, and the question is, have they come from our solar system or not? If they have not come from our solar system, there are a lot of things that can come to our mind. First of all, if you understand how big the universe is, that means they have technology that any kind of problem that we have here, any kind of problem that we face here, they can solve it like that. Because it's much harder to make those distances in space, to have the technology to do that, than to cure cancer or longevity or poverty or anything, or psychological problems, anything. So it changes everything. It changes everything. We need their we need to communicate with them. Where are they? Why are they like this? Why don't they come and make a direct contact?
Every Thursday here at the house.
Show up.
We all hang out. We're all together. Come over. Come on over. We're here.
Give us the technology.
Yeah, you have to pay for it. I'm still a Jew. I mean, let's
give me the technology so that I can express myself as an artist in the best way, so that I become a
I've got some technology. I've got some technology that will enable you to do that. But that's on next week's show.
But before you do that, don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. Thank you for watching. Adam will be back live next Monday morning. And for all the people in the United States, on Thursday it's Thanksgiving. So we hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your family.
Have a great time.
Don't eat too much turkey and don't watch too much football. And we will see you all next week back here on 2OF Entertainment. Adam on the Eve. Don't forget to subscribe and like. We are out of here.
Guys.
That's that they all get stuffed.
Really, David? Yeah.